What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing the weekly reading for the week of October 7th through October 13th. Oh man, October is here. Everyone loves this time of year. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people do. The weather's changing, all that sort of thing. The veil is thinning, and Halloween and Samhain are approaching, and it's just a fun time of year. You know, it's a contrast, a stark contrast to summer. So, it being October, I think we're going to try to get into the spirit of things here by busting out the darker decks. I say darker with air quotes because they're not really dark, but they do deal more with the shadow, more with the negative side of things. So this is a month to really look at the self and examine the self, and I think the decks that we're going to use are going to really help us to do that. Speaking of the dark decks, I just opened up the Dark Grimoire Tarot. If you haven't seen that, that video came out earlier this week, and that is the darkest deck I've ever seen, and that's including the deck that I have that is drawn with human blood. Okay, that deck's a lot less dark than the Dark Grimoire Tarot, but you know, if you're not ready for that, I understand. But today we're going to be using the Omega Land Tarot. This is a tarot deck based in the post-apocalypse, hence the boarded up windows here. And we're going to see what it has to tell us about this upcoming week. So what we're going to do is look at these cards individually and then see what they have to say as a whole. As you can see, I've already dealt them out. So let's start with this first card and see what we have to know about this upcoming week. So the first card we have is the Two of Wands. It looks like the energy surrounding this week, at least at the start of the week, is going to be starting something new. This could entail a new partnership, working together with someone or with a group of people to bring about a new thing. You know, and this is going to apply in a variety of different ways for a lot of you. This could be a new project, a new art project, a new thing at work, maybe a new routine that you're trying. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with another person, but that is the feeling that I'm getting, that this is a co-creation with another person. And you're going to have an opportunity to take those first steps along that co-creation and really start to get whatever it is off the ground. So if you've been looking to start a new hobby, a new project, a new something, this could be the week to really put in the initial work towards it. And if you've been thinking about doing it with somebody, this could be another opportunity to connect with a person through that project and work together. And it's always more fun when someone's there, right? Like when you get in trouble, it's always better when someone's there with you, so you can share in the misery or share in the success or the delight. It's always better to have a person. At least it feels better. So, think about that this week and ask yourself how that applies to you. How can I start something new? So let's go on to this next card, this middle card here, and we've got the Ten of Wands. The wands in this deck are firearms because it's the post-apocalypse. Alright, well, this week's not without hardships, okay? Whenever you start something new, whenever you try to get something off the ground, you're going to hit obstacles almost immediately, okay? And I think that's the universe's way of telling you, or asking you rather, is this really what you want? It's going to be those people who manage those obstacles and persevere past them that succeed, because, the universe wants to make sure that you are serious about this. Do you really want to do this? If you really want to do this, if you're serious about this, then you will find a way around the obstacles. So I do see some fatigue, some exhaustion, maybe some despair coming pretty early on in whatever project this is, whatever endeavor this is. I think that's a better word, endeavor. Okay, so don't feel as though it's all going to be breezy, sunshine, and unicorn farts. There's going to be some problems, there's going to be some issues, and you're going to be tested around the middle of this week. And I encourage you to change your perception about what this obstacle is. You might, a lot of us, me included, will start something new and reach an obstacle, and we'll say, you know what, maybe this wasn't for us. And maybe that is the case. Maybe that's the universe's way of saying, you know what, maybe you're not on the right path. But if you truly believe that you're on the right path, then I encourage you to change your perception of these obstacles, not as things that are trying to stop you from accomplishing what you want to accomplish, but as things that are going to challenge you to grow, challenge you to expand, challenge you to learn new things, so that reaching that destination is going to be more possible for you. That end destination is going to be more possible once you've learned what you need to learn, once you've grown in the way that you need to grow. So look at your challenges this week as opportunities for growth rather than instances of failure or whatever you want to see it as. So don't get discouraged, I think, is the main point here, because you're being tested in a positive way. So let's look at this last card. And we've got the Judgment card. Aha! What a beautiful reading. This card is telling me that this Ten of Wands is going to seem like you're in over your head, right? You're going to feel like this is all too much. And you're going to say, oh, the world's against me, right? But Spirit is asking me to tell you, to remind you that you are being heavenly guided. Maybe heaven's that brings up too much religious connotation. You are being divinely guided, and you have guides, you have your ancestors, you have all these entities and spirits that are here to help you. They're here to lift you up when you need help. And yes, they're non-physical, so it's very difficult for us to acknowledge them while we're in this waking life. So I encourage you all to really pay attention to your dreams this week. Your guides will be communicating with you through your dreams. Be aware of the numbers and the symbols that you see as you go about your week this week. Realize that you don't hear or see anything that wasn't meant for you to see or hear. So if you hear a stranger, right, as you're going to work, say something that means something to you, you are supposed to hear that. That is your guide speaking to you through all the channels that they have available, right? If you hear a message on the radio or on TV that you have a feeling is meant for you, then it probably was, and that's just your way of your guide speaking to you. If you have a great idea or you have a great emotion or a great feeling, and you have the urge to look at your clock and it says 11:11, that's your guide saying, you know what, you're on the right track. Keep going. That thought was valuable. That feeling was valuable that you were thinking in that moment. They speak to us through numbers, through 222, through 333. All these numbers, I encourage you to understand numerology. If you can, you can do a Google search on numerology if you want to just get into it. And all these numbers mean different things. And our guides speak to us through numbers, through images, through sounds, especially through dreams. If you're a meditative person, this week would be a great week to meditate. I think your guides are going to have messages for you. I think they're going to have positive support for you in that realm as well. So looks like this week is, now that we've seen all the cards, is going to be crazy. Okay? I think you're going to be full of energy and gusto at the beginning of the week. I think you're going to be ready to take on a new challenge. You're going to be ready to connect with people in doing that challenge. But eventually there's going to be some setbacks. There's going to be some failures even. There's going to be some obstacles. But I encourage you not to get discouraged, because your guides are going to guide you through it. They're going to lead you through these obstacles, and they're going to pick you up when you fall, and they're going to point you in the right direction. They're not going to do it for you. They're not going to do anything for you. They're going to assist you on an energetic level. They're going to assist you on a mental level, on an emotional level, and then you can go out and do it. It's not like you can say, oh, guides, I need so much help. What do I do? Where do I go? It's more like, just listening to what they have to say and understanding that you are being supported. So don't get discouraged this week if things don't work out. The spirit realms are here to support you. And, now that the veil is thinning, as they say, as we're moving towards Samhain, as we move toward the winter seasons, I've felt it. In the last week or two, I've definitely felt my dreams becoming more and more intense. I remember them better. They're more vivid. And the meanings are a little bit more obvious. And the past few months I've found it much easier to exercise my psychic abilities. So I believe the veil is thinning myself. I believe that we're moving into a time where we're more connected with our guides, with the higher realms. So take advantage of that and let them help you. Alright, that is the reading for this week, guys. I hope you guys got something out of that. Stay tuned for more readings like this using the darker shadow decks. A lot of people are put off by that, but like us always say, we gotta face our shadow, and in facing our shadow, we're gonna grow the most, we're gonna expand the most, we're gonna just become better people. So that's my intent for October, and we'll keep this up, and we'll use some. I might bust out the Dark Grimoire Tarot soon. Okay, it's a dark deck, I know. And anyone who saw the video earlier this week can attest to that. But we'll see how it goes. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate all your feedback and your likes and your shares and your comments. So thank you for all those. All of you, you know who you are, who constantly commenting on my videos. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your presence here and your interaction, and love and light to you all. So I want to thank you all for watching. Have a great week. Leave a like if you enjoy this. Happy taroting. Peace.